I talk to people all over the nation, and I have them raise their hands and say, how many of you would like to know how your boss feels about you at work? And everybody raises their hand and says yes. The second thing I ask is, how many of you know how you are seen at work? And very few hands go up. I've been in HR for 25 years, and I'm going to tell you what I know for sure. A manager's going to come to me and they're going to say, I need to fire Susie. And I'm going to say, does Susie know it's coming? Every single manager is going to say, oh yes, Susie knows it's coming. Here's what I know for sure. Susie does not know it's coming. And this illustrates a problem in our workplaces that frustrate us. Because if we don't know what we can count on, how do we know what we need to do better? I was in the room when the CEO was fired. I was called into an early morning meeting by our head of the board. And he said, I need you to work on equity grants with the CEO. Seemed like a reasonable thing to do. I show up to work, and within 10 minutes, the CEO was let go, and I was ushered into a room with our new CEO. Here's what's so interesting about that. The CEO that was fired, that didn't come as a surprise to me at all. It's not that we sat in the back room and talked about him, but we knew there were problems as an executive team. It wasn't a surprise. But it was a surprise to the CEO. But the second thing that was even more surprising is when I met the new CEO, he sat with me and he said, Tessa, I just want to let you know I'm the new CEO, and over half of the executives are going to be let go in the next week. My question for you is, should you be one of them? Wow. Talk about a moment of clarity. He continued on and said, I understand you're negative. And I even understand why you're a little bit negative, but I can't have you working against me. In order to do what I need to do, you have to be working with me and on board 100%. So the second big thing I learned in this moment was that the one person who should know the very most about my own flaws, which was me, was also taken by surprise. What I learned, and what I want you to know, is that one of the lies of the workforce is that we're going to know when there's a fatal flaw or a shortcoming that holds us back. The truth of the workforce is this: you will not know with clarity how you are perceived, and that goes from the CEO down to the very bottom employee.